Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome to my channel. This is Cheryl and my channel is Dash Between. Thank you for visiting. Please subscribe because I love subscribers, and please comment because I especially love hearing what you have to say about these videos and about what you want to see and about how your day is going. So, like, subscribe, comment, all the things. So today we're going to talk about my genius friend Maggie, who came up with a genius idea. I was visiting her in Galveston a week or two ago, and I'm very fortunate down there. I have some great, wonderful, amazing women that I am friends with, and there are quite a few who have gotten addicted to this craft here. Shout out to Pat Post, because she and I have, between the two of us, and we lured in Maggie, and once we lured in Maggie, then she lured in a few other people, and now we have a little tribe of women. Pardon me, allergies here today. So we've lured in this tribe of women who also like doing this, and I will be doing another video on that because it was interesting to see how a variety of women approach the same thing, and we're gonna talk about that at some later point. But on this video, we're going to talk about the fact that I was crying to Maggie about how I didn't have one of those tearing rulers, and then I needed to get one, and I'm trying, not to spend more money on crafting supplies. At least that's what I tell myself. You know how it is. So that's one thing I keep telling myself I can live without is a tearing ruler. But I was talking to Maggie about it, and I was like, I'd really want one. So maybe someday I will get one. And we talked about what it was like and how it had jagged edges and so forth. And I don't think she's even seen one. So we move on. The conversation moves on. The next day, we both end up going to bed, and the next day I wake up and Maggie is in the craft room, just, going to town. And she's come up with this idea of taking a milk jug from her recycle bin, and she cut these jagged, uneven edges. And let me show you. So she said, just hold your ruler down and you do have to hold it firmly, because if you don't, there ends up being problems. But for free, it works really well, and it gives you nice, uneven, jagged edges. So I think if you are able to, one, find a firmer piece of plastic, that would be great. Or if you were able to firmly adhere this to a ruler, that would probably also be fabulous. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you how to make these, and maybe between all of us we can come up with even better ways of doing this. So there's the base idea. I decided that I wanted something that had more subtle edges to it, because I am working on a digital kit, which will be out soon. Keep your eyes open. Let me give you just a sneak peek. Sneak peek of the digital kit. Sneak peek. Oh, let's see here. There's a sneak peek. There's a sneak peek. Can you see that? Pretty. Pretty. Okay. In my digital kit, it comes with these words, and I wanted to be able to tear them apart a little more easily. That hasn't quite happened yet, because this is on cardstock. It's not very heavyweight, but it's also very tiny and very persnickety. So this is working, but it's not working beautifully, right? It works beautifully on larger pieces of paper and on regular paper. But I digress. So I got a piece of scrap, whatever this is, some kind of plastic, out of my little stash of junk. I say little, it is not little. Out of my stash of junk, And I thought, well, okay, this is firm plastic. It's not, you know, like sheet protector soft, but it's not firm either. It's, I don't know, it's plastic. I got that, and I cut a semi-jagged edge, because remember, I want something relatively subtle on this, right? But then I got it down here and I realized I can't see that. I can't see the edge very well without, you know, what's going on there. So I took a Sharpie and I Sharpied this edge of it, and then I'll get another piece of paper right here. Let's take this one. Actually, I'm going to turn this around and give myself a little bit more to grab a hold of. Okay, and holding that down firmly. Can you see my jagged edge? It's not a straight line, which is what I wanted. So if this were on this right here, you can see that's a nice jaggedy edge right there that I didn't have to cut, because when it's cut, it just doesn't look the same. So this works fine like this. There you go. Next iteration was, because I still can't see that, I kept losing this thing. Like, you set it down on my desk right there, you can almost see it, but then when you add a few more things to it, like I always am, it gets lost. Who knows where that thing is? Okay, so I thought, well, add this to a scrap of paper. So this is just the cardboard, the cereal box that I used to make the cover of my book, my journal that I'm making for the digital kit. And I glued these together with that plastic, same plastic, right? This, I probably should have put the red up on this side, because you really want the plastic up against the paper. So I probably should have put the red up, but you know, just a little bit of marks along here will help make that a little more visible. The reason why you want it to be visible is because on anything smaller in particular, you might want to grab the places that are a little bit larger than the others, you know, little deeper crevices. But to show you how this one works, there you go. Can you see the edges? Let me see if I can find some contrasting. See the uneven edge? Am I in frame? There you go. Uneven edge. So let's do this together. I'm not gonna cut another one of these, but essentially this is just the cardboard along with this plastic, and it's glued together. I highly recommend you get some sandpaper and lightly sand both the cardstock on if you're gluing down the slick side, not if you're gluing down this side, and your plastic. Lightly sand it so it has a little more tooth to it, because that tooth will help that glue stick. I also recommend you don't do what I'm doing, and that is cut it before the glue is completely dry. So once you have those glued together and they're dry, take a pair of scissors. This one I'm going to do a little bit more, a little bit bigger. And I'm just literally just kind of trying to make this as not perfect as possible. Okay, let's see what we got. I need a... So I just did the jaggedy edges. That's all I did. This end got a lot bigger, got deeper crevices than that end did. All right, so I'm going to hold this firmly. And there's my edge. Oh, that just went flying off. So it looks torn. Isn't that awesome? It looks torn. I mean, it is torn, but it's torn along a straight edge. So there we go. I think I'm going to cut this one. In fact, let's just do that. I think I want a little bit deeper. All the way down. There we go. That's the other nice thing is you can keep changing if you want. So on this side I have a subtle edge, and on this side I have a much deeper edge. There you go. Is that not clever? Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a wonderful idea, and now I have a couple of tearing rulers. I think I'm probably going to redo this one. I'm going to glue it to the cardstock and recut it. I mean, it's perfectly good. It just, you know, it's just hard to see. This is going to get lost. It's going to get lost because I can barely see it right there. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video so you can make your own tear ruler. Yay. And I bet, no, I'm like, I bet if you made that, you could probably, now I'm thinking, if you put a hard piece of chipboard, it would be hard to cut it though. So you'd have to make sure it was like as wide as possible. Skip that. I would just hold the ruler down there. Don't listen to me. Hold the ruler down there. That's much simpler. Yeah. Maybe get a wooden ruler. A wooden ruler might be easier to hold all the ends because you see this one's still flexible, right? But there you go, a tearing ruler. And I have two sides, a subtle side and a deeper indentation side. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and do all the things. Ring that bell so you're notified when I come out with this. What I hope to be is a beautiful digital kit. I'm still working on the cover. If you happen to have any ideas today on the cover, I would greatly appreciate that because I keep going back and forth on what I want to do with this. I'm thinking about putting like covering the spine with some velvet. I don't know. I don't know. This is the problem. I keep going back and forth on this. Like, what do I want to do here? I don't know. So that's the big holdup on that, is trying to come up with the cover. And if I need to come up with another image for it, I will do that. I want to do that before I release the kit. So there we go. Oh, that gives me an idea. Maybe I do have an idea for it. Okay, you all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.